Hey guys, can you feel the energy in the air? I sure can. This is going to be your cards of the day, weekend edition. Today is January 11th. We have the moon in Leo. Okay, as of midnight, the moon was in 28 degrees Cancer. Okay, so it was still in Cancer, oversensitivity, feeling empowered in some kind of way, and closing something out. So some of you guys could have been crying, and it depends. It could be tears of happiness, tears of relief, or tears of joy. It could be, tears of love, loving. It could be tears of happiness. Yeah. Okay, so also, yesterday was that full moon in Cancer. If you want to know more about it, watch the videos that I made all week long. I talk about it all week long. Uranus going direct, the full moon in Cancer at 20 degrees. So let's talk about what is going on today. Today, not only is the moon in Cancer moving into Leo, we have a grand fire trine. Some of you guys are probably feeling it already. How many of you guys got to sleep last night? How many of you guys are feeling like you got to pee every 15 minutes on a cold day like today? That's a lot of energy. Yep. Okay, so the grand fire trine, you have to express this in some kind of way. So first off, grand trines are a culmination of energy where you benefit from every energy that this could entail. Okay, so this grand fire trine speaks of action, lighting a fire under your ass. I almost said lighting a fire under your gas. Of course, this could be that. We've got Mars and Sagittarius, so it's telling you go further, go further. It's a push. Okay, either you're pushing, you're being pushed, or you are to push. Okay, at 5 degrees, that's pushing for change, expanding your horizons, your boundaries. So it's experimenting with how far you can go, how far you can take things, or how are you, okay, I'm hearing it, dun-na, 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 dun-na. He's going the distance. Okay, so you're being asked to go the distance in regards to changes, standards, boundaries, fences, bottom lines. Okay, grand fire trine. So the next point in the triangle of the trine would be Black Moon Pisces at 28 degrees conjuncting Chiron and Aries. Now that is a lifetime of trauma, of people telling you who you are. Okay, you had to deal with a lot because you didn't know who you were. And now that you're learning who you are, you're realizing that there is this mass of projections. Everyone around you has this image in their head that they've been projecting on you. That is no longer who you are. Okay, especially now that you're exploring and you're expanding, being more optimistic, more spiritual. Okay, and you're venturing out beyond your borders. So this can be over the border, or going to the border, or crossing the border, or changing the border. Okay, and no longer identifying, or previously you were identifying with who you were. Somebody told you were stupid, you believed it. It is not the truth. Okay, once you realize that you weren't stupid and somebody was projecting something onto you, blaming you for something, or this was projected onto you because they haven't quite looked at themselves, so they cast judgment on you, and they decided that that's what they were. They might have told you it over and over again. Like when you talk to kids, you can't tell a kid they're stupid. That is just so wrong. They are not stupid. People do stupid things, but they are not stupid. So, a lifetime of projected images. You may have felt like you were the black sheep. People treated you like you were the black sheep, but really you're the angel with wings now, okay? And you're about to fly. You're about to fly free from that image that people cast onto you. So in a sense, you're casting out. And the trine also involves the moon in Leo at 5 degrees. So that's making changes, okay? healthy self-esteem, warmth, and sincerity, changing over to love for yourself, for others, loving yourself with like a child, healing your past, and realizing that those were projected images. Okay, and hoping that those people heal also. So this is also wishing well as you make changes and go about on your own path. Okay, I'm hearing stay in your own lane. Okay, so also today, Saturday, we have Mercury conjunct Saturn. Doing what you said you were going to do. Also, too, this could be peace of mind, right? It's basically peace of mind. Mercury, talking, communicating, listening, traveling, okay, conjunct, working with, or combining the energies of. So I almost want to say going there. And then Saturn, time, order, commitment, limitations, self-discipline, karma, stern. So this could be a resolution, or you could be resolute about something, doing what you say you're going to do, or hearing from somebody. I almost want to say this feels like closure. This could be hearing about somebody's karma, or delivering somebody's karma, or speaking about, I still want to say making good on promises with the full moon and Cancer energy. Okay, so people are following up. Some of you guys, Saturn could be boss, judge, authority figure. So a lot of you guys could be communicating with lawyers or some kind of legal counsel. Could be going to court, going to the judge. So you could be doing some paperwork and filing and getting legalities and litigation on the board. A lot of you guys could have submitted a lot of applications for something, for permits, for certificates. There were requests and demands, and it was up to you to discern who deserved service and who doesn't. Okay, and a lot of you guys were going to be asked by somebody, or they're going to demand that you do something, or they're going to demand that you stop doing something. Okay, and it's okay to say no. And on the other note, it's also okay to say yes to the people who deserve it, as long as you're not enabling somebody that is taking over the responsibilities. Don't let people push their responsibilities onto you. Okay, that's the main thing. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. And if this person repeatedly asks you for something or demands something, I recommend you do this. Tell them, you want the bottom line? The bottom line is read in between the lines, okay? Okay, dude, you're number one. Okay, so that is at 22 degrees. So it could be doing something, securing something, or making something safe, or feeling safe. So yeah, definitely peace, or getting peace of mind, or getting a peace of mind, or they're getting a piece of my mind, or they have a peace of mind. Interesting. You guys know I channel these things. I look up the generic basic answer, and then I roll from there. Okay, so moon in Leo, like I said, healthy self-esteem, colorful, authoritative, playful, vibrant. Okay, fun-loving, dignified, affectionate, outgoing, magnetic, leadership. This is heart-centered emotions. Okay, when the heart is involved, they learn quick. Let's see. This is a highly expressive moon. You may be interested or drawn to theater, music, painting, or any of the arts. Showbiz. You could be showy, a showboat, showing off. You could be funny and charming. And also, too, Leo is sincere, open, and they lift everybody's spirits. And they have a talent for inspiring people to do their best. Okay, so like I was saying, Leo is a natural leader and an excellent host. They confront problems head on. Okay, but some issues, if you put your lover on a pedestal, if you're not realistic with about your relationship or your partner, you're going to end up being disappointed. Okay, so some of you guys, you could be disappointed with the Mercury conjunct Saturn. And I'll get to tomorrow because there's two other big energies happening tomorrow too that we've already been coming into. Okay, more shadow side. Your pride and your ego could be wounded if somebody doesn't live up to your expectations. Also too, you like a lot of attention. So some of you guys, you might be a little too flirty. Watch that. Shadow side can be overbearing, bullying, egotistical, holier than thou, I'm better than you, conceitment, jealous and possessive, overbearing, like sweating you, okay? And they can be vain, and they could also be drawn to pretty things, you know, luxuries. Yeah, luxury. Let's see, Leo is also the kings and queens, prince and princesses, royalty and privilege. Okay, I'm going to read to you my channelings for the Leo moon. Where the hell did my channelings go? Okay, guys, I have to look it up because somehow I'm just not organized. So I didn't bring my moon channel papers out. So now I have to go look it up. Hold on, guys. Now, you guys listen to me talk for hours, so you can be patient for a second while I get this stuff on my screen. Okay. Where are we? Burns, sunburns, being burned, flash fire, flashes. Okay, so that could be like naked flashes, that could be flashes in the sky, flashes of light. It could be thunder too, with all the other energy, Uranus and Taurus making wacky weather. Flash is just basically a poof or a pop with a little bit of fire and sparks possibly. It's also heroes, first responders, responding. It's representatives, representing, representation, your presence, your appearance. It's also ego, live, going live as if on social media. Okay, and also alive, feeling alive and energized, a zest for life. It's also Florida, cocaine, the bright lights, the color yellow, just because of Uranus and Taurus also, and the color of the sun. It's growth, healthy growth, okay, and royalty and privilege, acknowledgement. It's also shoot, don't shoot, taking pictures. Because Leo is also fire, okay, and I think I did say that, flash fires, yeah. Don't shoot, as in taking a picture. Shoot, as in taking a picture, or even shooting a guns, depending upon what other planet energies are involved and where people's houses start, and if they have any oppositions or any I want to say negative transits, if they have any afflictions to other planets, that could come out. Okay, striking a pose, you know, hamming it up. Okay, and feeling like somebody's watching you. Also, look at me, see me, don't look at me, don't see me. Shameful, shameless, bully, cheaters, bird of paradise, bird of prey. To live and die in LA, also just LA. Okay, and also the pleasure and the pain. Those are just some of the things that I get under Leo, you know, besides fire and lion and strength and being strong. Okay. Did I go the numbers? Okay, so numbers for the day. 7-11. Okay, so it's partnership goals. Or heavenly portal, or planning, a partnership of planning, or I want to say heaven, harmony. Also, you know, resonating with the amount of number 22s and the big energy planets and conjunctions that we have going on. It's finding peace. And this is like being on the same page. This could be awakening goals or goals to awaken. it's also choosing your path, choosing your goals. So it is, in a sense, a resolution. Today would be a good day to make healthy New Year's resolutions, or say, I'm going to begin to resolve these things. Okay, looking for results and resolution. Okay, additional numbers, and I'm going to go on to those, is 1, new beginning. So we have 2 ones. There's also 1, 2, 3. 3, number 5. So that talks about changes in your standards, changes in your boundaries, changes in your lines. And that's asserting yourself. That could be walls, fences, saying no, saying yes. Number 28 equals 10. So that there within, it breaks down to another one. So we have 3 5s, and we have 3 1s, and we also have 22, 22, and 11. So it looks like the twin flames are coming into play here with these. It is generational, but there is a lot of people that are going to be affected with these big planet energies. And 22, 22 is a twin flame number. It's complete union, being on the same page in terms of goals of the relationship, life goals together. You guys have the same goal in mind, which is to be with each other, to love each other, and to take care of each other, independently as well as collectively. So 28 is not only, like I was saying, not only is it 10 and number 1, it is a sense of feeling empowered, okay, because you guys are now aligned and in union. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going over the positive things. I know I throw negatives in there, but I'll recap it after, because there's like a positive side and a negative side always, because where there is dark, there must be light. Where there is light, there must be dark. But you can't have light without dark. Okay, they work together, so you must integrate the dark in yourself. So, Mercury conjuncting Saturn. It's methodical and patient. It could be obstinate. This is good powers of endurance, but some of you guys could be prone to depression. So what I see with Mercury conjunct Saturn is doing what you said you were going to. Or, making good on promises to yourself, to your father, to the universe, to life, about life. Okay, getting peace of mind. And the fact that it's at 22 degrees indicates a karmic mastery. Okay, mastering the self, being at peace. 22 is the number of peace. When you add 2 plus 2, that equals 4. This is a 4-year, guys. Okay, 2020, clarity, establishing clarity. So right now you're working on the things, or you're writing a list, compiling a list to check off of things that need resolution in order for you to feel at peace, for you to feel secure, for you to feel safe. Okay, and then I think, did I go over the Grand Fire Trine? I did. I went over the Grand Fire Trine. Okay, an intense, impulsive energy demands an outlet. It's time for you to get moving. All planets are forward. You're going to be able to act. Things are going to start happening at a rate that you're kind of going to be tripping on, because it speeds up. Okay, so when does the moon? The moon is still in Leo as of Sunday and as of Monday. So I'm going to roll over to Sunday, because this is the cards of the day, weekend edition. Okay, so Sunday and Monday, we still have 22. We have an additional 22, because we have like the planets moving through Capricorn, and they're all eventually conjuncting with Pluto and Saturn. Oh, this one is Pluto. 2 planets conjuncting with Pluto. Okay, so Sunday, January 12th, numbers of 12 and 8. Okay, so surrender to the power. Surrender to your legacies. Surrender to what you are supposed to be doing. Okay, 12 is turning the other cheek, attaining closure, feeling powerful because of it, and making peace with yourself. This is basically peace on earth, or your piece of earth. Your part. So some of you guys, I want to say this could be a store. Mercury conjunct Pluto is declaring what you love. And the Saturn conjunct Pluto, that feels like it's unpredictable, but that feels like saying that you're devoted to this, or you're going to resolve to this. And then Saturn would be changing the beliefs in a physical way. So setting yourself up on paper, making your list, and then physically preparing for an action. A huge change. Pluto is passion. It can also be the dark side, though. So this can be making arrangements to... Wait a minute. This is a lot of sex also. This is a very passionate energy with all the 22s. The twin flames and the soulmates might be, you know, poking like bunny rabbits. Sorry, but that's that's just what it is. Everything in your life that has ever disappointed you, you're now going to stand up and say, you know what, I was responsible for that. So I'm going to be responsible for myself from now on. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to love everything. And I'm going to devote myself to everything that I'm passionate about, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, an idea, an animal, a belief, whatever it is. This is what I'm devoting to. So this almost feels like a hopelessly devoted to you. This is going to be huge with a lot of the lovers, the people that were meant to be together. You might just end up being in union sometime this year. Okay, so 12 and 8, 22, 22, and 22. The Saturn conjuncting Pluto, it's unpredictable also. But the thing is, you're able to deal well with any kind of disappointments. You can change how you deal with disappointments, and you're going to find that this influence is generational. Okay, the Saturn conjuncting Pluto occurs every 92 years, and it's a 34-year cycle. So it starts now, stepping up, leading the way. Oh my God. Terrible. Okay, so I'm hearing committed to the sex. You're committed because you love the sex. So for some of you guys, you're in the relationship for the wrong reason. Or you guys, like I said, you guys will be humping like bunnies. Very physical. So this could be, I just want to make love to you. Sorry, they put the songs in my mind. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Now, there's so many things that can come along with the Saturn conjunct Pluto. I just mentioned a couple. I'm going to limit this. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to cut down on this. I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to figure out how to do this. A sense of time. You only have one life to live. If you are going to work every day in a job that you don't like, and you're doing it just for the money, you're not living, you're merely existing. So it's time to do something about that. Okay, it's time to get moving. Get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's make love tonight. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's totally resonating with the Cancer energy. Okay. I'm not, I was going to say I'm not going to go into Monday, but I better. Okay, once again, Monday we have 22, 22, 22, and 22, and 777, and 44. Okay, guys, a lot of double numbers. We like Monday. 13 is already the number of magic, where you express some kind of information, data, or joy. 9 can be unconditional love. It can be endings and purging. which is so true. Glancing at the other energies that are happening that day. Okay, 22, 22, 22, partnership goals in union. Some of you guys can be making love quite a bit if you're in a great partnership. 777, I always say that is awakenings. It's a jackpot. Okay, so this could be fantasy, dream lover, or it could be, you know, partnership goals. Seventh house, Libra, diplomacy, dependent, women, children, partnership. Okay, so this is agreeing, a magical change in where things flow smoother than they used to. Cutting out the bullshit. Okay, so Monday, let's see. Reliving and improving upon the past, building self-respect. And if you decide to accept your mission, you will experience an external experience that's rewarding. Okay, you're gonna get a little bit of help that'll help you advance in life, as well as karma. So it feels like a lesson, a minor lesson might be presented. There might I'm going into the negative, but that's okay. There are all kinds of partnerships that are ending. Okay, and promises and contracts and agreements. Monday can be a really touchy day. It can be really destructive, or it can be absolute heaven. Okay, so for a lot of you guys who have been working on your relationships, and your partner is stepping up, you guys are only going to get closer and closer and closer. Hell, you might get married this year. Okay, and then for others, you're still needing a lot of work. And then for those who are battling and breaking up, both of you guys need to do a lot of work. And if this person is separated from you, there is a reason for it. Either they need time to work on themselves, or they're not meant for you. Only time will tell. You cannot concern yourself or be attached with that outcome. You just have to take care of you and be responsible for you. Okay, like I said earlier, don't be afraid to say no, and don't be afraid to say yes. Okay, also on Monday, the Sun conjuncts Saturn, and then it conjuncts Pluto. Okay, pretty much at the same time, because they're both at 22 degrees. That's where the 22, 22, 22 comes from. The Sun is growth. The Sun is all is well. And working together with Saturn and the Pluto in Capricorn, this is attention, focus, growth to your growth in your commitments, growing because of your commitments through love. Because you love what you do, you're loving who you do. And you're just the people that are around you. It's peace of mind. For some of you guys, this is peace of mind at work. Sun conjunct Saturn is seriousness and a sense of purpose. So there is attention to what needs to be done. Okay, and a lot of times this is self-made. So if somebody's working really hard here, to make their name in the world, they don't want to rely on anybody else. They want to do it themselves. So a lot of times this can be the hard road, but Sun conjunct Saturn can be the recognition of the things that you have to be responsible for and the things that you cannot shift to others. Sun conjunct Pluto in Capricorn can be egotistical. Okay, there could be some power issues. Somebody's a fucking dictator, and that's the Capricorn. Sun conjunct Pluto, that's bright and explosive, and Pluto is dark and internal. This is a deep explosion in the earth. That has been restrained, that has been held back. So this feels like definitely a peace of mind, again still, but a release. Sun conjunct Saturn, that's like energy that's contained. Capricorn, in the mountains, on the hills, explosions on top of mountains, explosions on top of hills, or controlling explosions. So this is like holding tank. Karma, time, a ticking time bomb. Mountain men, good old boys, mountain men. So this could be attention to the outskirts of society. This could be attention to where people are ridiculous in their limitations or restrictions, or focus and attention to an energy directed at where you need to restrict the things that either you're slacking on, the things that you're doing too much, or the things that you're not doing enough of. So yeah, there's a lot of movement, a lot of doing in the physical realm. This is I'll do it myself, the things I got to do myself. Okay, I'm hearing rain. So R-E-I-G-N, as in, you know, like horse reigns or the king reigns. It's also about water because there's a lot of water energy. I was also getting, like yesterday I got surfs up. Okay, I didn't realize it was going to be like flash flood, and literally the surf has risen. Okay, surf rising. This feels like a collapse in a mountain, the top of a mountain. It could be late. Where are we? We're in the moon and Leo. So yeah, that's a fire. More sparks in the hills, more sparks on the mountains. Deleting frivolous options and paying more attention and committing yourself to the things that are that are quality, sensible things, but then this unexpected, egotistical. So that's pushing buttons. Somebody could be pushing buttons that day too. Sun conjunct Pluto. Okay, Pluto is Scorpio. So it's deep, dark, the things we don't talk about, the dark side. So Sun working with the dark side is almost like I want to say the ground opening up. With Uranus and Taurus, we're already seeing like collapses, ground opening up, sinkholes, that kind of deal. So this is like piercing. Okay, I'm getting piercing. Sun conjunct Pluto. Seeing through the dark. Piercing. Intensive piercing. So what the fuck is this? Intensive piercing. So some of you guys, intensive piercing. I want to say like internal affairs. Like with taxes and audit. And accounting for. This is a killing explosion. This may have been an explosion that people were waiting for. So now that it's happened, the pressure has been relieved. On the negative side, there could really be some egotistical fuckers in the next couple of days. Just because Leo can be really freaking arrogant, the energy can be arrogant. So let me... Where's my horoscope? So let's see. Negative. Somebody can be arrogant. They could literally burn you in some kind of way. Burn you burnt alive. So this could be like the movie Alive, a plane crash in the mountains that went poof, on fire, people could literally die from it, or there could have to be some kind of rescue attempt. But yeah, a crash in the mountains and fire. It could be bombing mountains, like over here, you know, Pohakuloa. They like to test the bombs over there. So mountains can also be, this is not just like the Alps and snow. This could be like, you know, in Hawaii, volcanoes. So this can be on top of volcanoes too. Because Capricorn is, you know, oh, cap. A cap. I'm going to get a hat. A cap. An end. A capping Sun conjunct Pluto. And attention to capping. Attention to the cap. Mountaintop. Sun conjunct cap. Is this drilling? This is burning people alive. Sun conjunct Pluto. This is very angry people. Yeah, power complex, definitely. You will obey me. So this feels like setting you on fire. Setting the mountaintops on fire. Setting the mountaintops on fire.
Hey, how are you doing?
Sorry about that. I had a friend come in for a minute. Okay, so picking up where we left off. Damn it, I just forgot. She kept talking, so I couldn't. I just had. Shoot, I'm going to pause you for another second. I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm going to have another couple sips. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Can't remember. Anyway, so moving on. Kite formation with the grand Earth trine in it. So nice. Back to back. Within a couple days of each other, we go from a grand fire trine to a grand earth trine. Now, the grand earth trine, that's about energy, right? So you could be really practical and have a certain genius with money and material things. Excuse me. In general, it's stability already. Matter, material things, and their substance, possessions, acquisitions. What do we have? Uranus and Taurus at 2 degrees. So that is changes in fortune, changes in comfort. 2 degrees. It's something, it's balancing something out. Moon in Virgo. Practical, industrious, on a day-to-day basis, helping others, and a lot of thinking, internal thinking, and mastery of the self. Jupiter, 2 degrees. Oh, excuse me, if the moon in Virgo was at 7 degrees. Okay, so that is your wishes, your dreams. Awakenings, partnership, diplomacy, dependence, independence. Okay, so the Jupiter, 2 degrees, conjuncting the North Node or the South Node in Capricorn. It takes money to make money. You have to invest in order to gain. Okay, this is also includes weight. Okay, and also, like, watch your wallet. Yeah, so you could be gaining financials and then also spending it too. So watch, some of you guys are getting bigger losses. And some of you guys are getting bigger wins because it has to balance out in some way. Okay, as long as you keep moving forward and keep working on ascending, you should be all right. Okay, realizing that this is just a lesson. There is a limit. There is a cap to it. There is an ending, an expiration date. Oh, okay, so that's what it was. You could have people asking you, somebody could have asked you, how old are you? It could have been like, you know, during the moon in Gemini, they might have been funny, or they might, you know, they might be looking at you like, really? How old are you? Or there's this immaturity or young, fresh energy. And I believe that's a Cancer. Okay. You make me feel so young. You make me feel. Okay, that's all you make me feel. That's also full moon in Cancer too. Hold on. Yeah, somebody could have asked you your age, or you could be asking somebody, how old are you? Or, you know, there's a lot of thinking about our age, thinking about acting our age. There you go. Or you could be talking, oh, I need to act my age. I need to grow up. You need to grow up. Oy, wow, that's a lot. I usually don't get that many cards. We are 40 minutes in. Let me see if there's anything else I need to cover. Okay, like I was saying with the Grand Earth Trine, it's, you can see reality in a larger dimension. So it's kind of like being outside of the matrix, where you're more concerned about acquisitions, physical things, and your reality. With all this earth energy, it gives a feeling of being grounded. If there's too much energy, though, you could feel like you can feel uneasy. Okay. For those of you who are not grounded, if you guys are feeling uneasy, this could be potentially explosive with all of the things that are happening. You could be driving like a maniac. You could be acting out of normal, like she what's that phrase? He used to be such a good kid. Okay, and then now you're flying around town like a damn maniac, tailgating people, honking horns, cutting in and out, weaving in and out of traffic, just being a complete ass, you know, a complete dick. Let's see, what else? Besides the Grand Earth Trine, also, I did mention with the Grand Fire Trine that with the Grand Earth Trine, you feel everything. You get everything that is Earth. It is your, what do you call it? These practical material aspects of human nature are emphasized in your character through the energies of the planets that make up this Grand Trine. So yeah, money genius, energy genius, time, attention, love genius. And then finally, we get to the end of Monday. We have Venus entering Pisces. Okay, when Venus entering Venus in Pisces is like the deepest, most devoted, loving, gentle, sensitive position of Venus. Venus loves being in Pisces. It's but the thing is, with Pisces doesn't have any boundaries. They always have to work on that. So sometimes you can choose the wrong kind of lover, you know, for the people that have this in their chart. And sometimes you give, and you don't get back. That's kind of what happens when you don't have any boundaries, okay? So work on that if that's you. And if you've been working on it and overcome it, right on. Sometimes with Venus and Pisces, there can be a secret love affair that can cause issues, okay? And the thing is, you're completely intuitive and emotional about love, never logical, okay? You, Pisces is self-sacrifice, okay? Wanting to make your loved ones happy. So you're ready to put your throat up there. You're sticking your throat out to help others, okay? Like I said earlier, remember to help the people who deserve it and don't enable anybody. This is a truly empathic transit along with the full moon and Cancer energy. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm being rammed by the fire trine energy right now. I'm just literally vibrating all over. Okay, so with Venus and Pisces, I was going to say you have a bleeding heart. You know, you want to help everybody, but you've got to discriminate how much you give out. Okay, you can also be imaginative, creative, have an artistic flair. You may write things down. You may want to get some kind of record of your feelings and you may be able to capitalize on that. So I see acting, music, you know, and that includes social media, making videos and podcasts and blogs and vlogs. The thing is, you also have to be careful with your money. You can be really generous that you can spend too much. Okay, so watch that. Emotional and sensitive. You're capable of giving true and selfless love. Sacrifice. Sacrificing the self and selfless love. Okay, and the thing is, you're going to be really content when you're in private, you know, with your loved ones, your family. You're pretty happy. This is a beautiful transit. I love it. Okay, but for some of you guys out there, there could be a possibility of a secret love affair. Or, I mean, not necessarily that your old man is running out and checking out some hoe, but like if all of a sudden, let's say, I don't know, you never drank coffee before and suddenly you come across this beautiful cafe and they've got double, triple mocha frappuccino with whipped cream and blah, blah, blah. This might be, you know, secret. You might be sneaking over to help yourself to some kind of treat. So this kind of says like treating the self too much also. Okay, or indulging the self. But, you know, better watch that. The thing is, with the Jupiter and the nodes transit, you can also gain weight as much as you can lose weight. So it can be an up and down, or there's this reversal or opposite or turn or bend or manipulating, strategizing how something's going to fit or pan out. The thing is, the shadow side of the Venus in Pisces is a danger of an unhappy marriage or a sexual alliance. You know, that's you're to use and abuse. I was gonna say you're the nope, I'm not taking that unless I shuffle it. Okay, so let's try to get through this because I've been taking so long lately, but you know, everything's coming out. I need to explain all these things to you. I'm not going to do it in a separate video. I'm over giving myself a deadline for something that I'm not certified, that I don't sell, that nobody buys anyways. Okay. Clarify community first. So the first card, number 33, clarified by the 8 of Wands. Okay, concern is the builder of trust. So this is an advisor, a supervisor, a counselor, a consultant. This could be a psychiatrist. It could also be like a lawyer, like a tax lawyer or a trial lawyer, probate lawyer. This could be your psychiatrist. Okay, so a lot of you guys could be going to see a psychiatrist. Some of you guys might have, I'm getting daddy issues or authority issues. Some of you guys may be worried about something or someone that you've been talking to, that you've been serving as a counselor or an advisor for, and they may want you, you know, you may get a call like, I need you to come right now, or I need your help. Somebody's going to start counseling. You might be booking some tickets for traveling. Worried about getting your affairs in order. Worried about what exactly are you building. So some of you guys could be getting information about your travels. You could be getting information about children, some kind of paperwork, right? Ideas, creations, joy, traveling, thinking, communicating. So there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of running around, there's data, facts, information, filling out paperwork, a lot of errands, and this is to expand your horizons, and also I want to say expanding your arsenal. Okay, so you're figuring out how to get more tools, or you're beginning to create tools, okay, or you know where to get the tools. I've been getting tools and resources since yesterday. So you may be, even at work, you may be going to get new tools. This could be in education. You could be traveling for education, like my girlfriend's flying to Thailand. You could be the school counselor. You could be seeing the school counselor. What should I take this semester? Or you could, action. You are enrolling in something. Signing up for. I'm signing up for this. Wanderlust. Okay, so you do have some kind of a list. Everything that's slated on the docket, you're picking them up. So this is making your list and checking it twice. What do I need to take care of? This is responsibilities. And I almost want to say this is cleaning things up. This is wanderlust. You could be worried about the after effects of a storm if there was too much water. Now this is physical, mental, and spiritual, as well as financial. Storm, like the shit hit the fan, literally. Okay, and you're wondering, how can you get past that? I'd like to get past this. So a lot of you, this is asking for help, getting the help that you need. Ace of Wands is begin. Okay, so a lot of you guys could be doing that today. We do have the Grand Fire Trine, right? Community, privately. Maybe you don't want anybody to know, or you don't want a group therapy. You want one-on-one, up close and personal counseling. It could be that you've done your research and you've selected this representative or counselor or whoever it is that you're going to for advising, to be advised of something. Advised or supervised. I was going to say rehab, somebody's detoxing from something. I want to stop. How do I stop? How do I replace these habits that I've been so accustomed to? It's time to take care of it. Blessed with moving forward, a blessing in disguise. Okay, so literally you could have saw something, you could have looked up to the sky and got inspired by a rainbow that you saw after a storm. Blessing in disguise, a blessing in the skies. This beautiful rainbow, rainbows and lollipops. How can I create my heaven on earth? How do I expand so that I live every day? The signs are coming in. You will be moved when it is time. The universe is going to provide for you the way forward. Okay, so this is, I want to say, even though the aces are part of the minor arcana, this is major movement, and I feel like it's the universe. This is, you've done some work, the universe has done some work, and this is the results on a physical plane of what's happening. It's producing results. It's producing resolutions. Privately, the Sun, Three of Swords, and the Emperor, King of Pain. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like the King of Pain. Okay, so a lot of you guys might be having to deal with a dark night of the soul. There is this cold energy with all the Capricorn energy, the eclipses, the Cancer Capricorn eclipse, Mercury, Saturn, and Pluto, and the Sun all conjuncting. Boom, 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 boom. We're really getting hit left and right, being forced to grow from our trauma. Whereas before, it might have kept you stuck in a chair. For some of you guys, you're at home and you're sitting in that chair and it's eating away at you. That I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of sitting in this chair and letting life pass me by. I need to get up and do something about it. Okay, the Sun, number 19, beginnings and endings, completing a cycle and moving forward with growth. All is well. You want to release the past pain, the past sorrow, the baggage from past relationships that failed. They weren't meant to be. Okay, they weren't meant to be. They were meant to teach you something. You haven't quite completed the learning in it. You have to look at yourself, okay? There you sit in the chair by yourself, having to reflect on yourself. So it's almost like you're lonely. You have nothing to do but reflect and think. How can I rise above the past? That was the road I traveled with that relationship. I'm better now. The Emperor, achievement, success, structure. This could, yeah, this is being forced to face where you've been sitting down on the job. You know, if your job is, and you know, as humans, we have multiple jobs, okay? We come to work, that's a job too, you know, but you're also mother, and when you're mother, that's like 50 jobs right there, right? You know, you go home, you're the maid, you're the house, you're the counselor, you're the nurse. There's I want to say a hat of many colors, or you wear a coat of many colors. This smells like success, okay? So you might feel like you ought to be able, you might be burning like, I should be able to do this by myself. I shouldn't have to ask for help, okay? But we all need others at one time or another, okay? So you could be literally fuming. Pay attention to that word, fuming. That you can't do it on your own and that you have to ask others for help. Okay, be willing to accept help and ask for help when it's given to you. Don't be so, I can do it myself, or I should do it myself. I know you're a self-made person, but when it comes to emotions, you're a baby. Okay, so take a tip from a pro and learn from somebody whose job it is to know that, because you don't. We are writing the instruction manual after we purge what used to exist in that place. Okay, so changing your mind takes a lot of work and you may need help. 35, pathway with the moon in Cancer. Yeah, God, look, North Node, Cancer eclipse energy, the path home, resurrection. So a lot of you guys could have been crying in happiness, in sadness, crying about where you're going, crying not knowing where you're going, or this can be just having a good cry as you realize the past is the past. Okay, things are coming up over and over again, especially during the Cancer energy. We don't have anything in retrograde right now, but Cancer energy is the past. So there will be a revisiting, a redoing, a fill in the blank. We're basically doing something again that, or things are, we're experiencing this again. Things that have happened when we were children. And these questions are coming up. Like I was talking to somebody and we were talking about how, you know, I have my daughter and I would say that I was naughty. My daughter was naughty where she was staying at, but the thing is naughty really naughty? It's not what you think it is. There was a problem there. There was lacking in communication. Therefore, you couldn't connect, so the bond was damaged. Okay, I didn't have the freedom. The parents tended to suppress, restrict, and anytime you opened your mouth to ask, it was immediate no, or no, you can't. No, you can't do that. They never let you be the wild child that you are. Okay, yes, you have to have limits and you have to have boundaries, especially within the confines of some kind of partnership or relationship, and you're not supposed to cross those lines. But if you've never experienced a healthy one before, how are you supposed to develop one if you don't take the first step? walk through, make the mistake, learn from it, put that in your instruction book, because you are the master. You are the one who's dictating what happens now. You know, your past does not become you. Your past does not dictate who you are. I think I said it earlier about, you know, telling kids you're stupid or you're dumb, and that sticking with them and them believing it, okay? So things that you believed while you were young are still coming up to the surface for purging. You may realize you have to change the way you look at things, but first, it starts with the looking in the mirror. Okay, Cancer is ruled by the moon, so it's really emotional. It is the mirror. It is the mirror. Oh, wow. Flying. And the thing is, when you take a look at all the things that were excess, or it could be things that you may have done too much in the past, or may have felt too much in the past, or you may have felt like you came from a broken childhood home. You didn't get the emotional connection that you needed. Your parents may have been there, they may have been providing for you, but nobody really talked to you. I mean, they did the general, how was your day? But that doesn't mean anything. It's, you know, hey, what did you eat for lunch today? You know, I had this. What do you want for dinner tonight? What's your favorite thing? My favorite things. What do you like? It's you know, also having a little bit of consideration and asking the child to be involved, or taking the steps to be involved. Like, you want to come help me? Or it could be, you know, the child, can I help you? So it's changing the rules up. Where we feel like we came from a broken childhood, our children are coming from them too. But this is here in the present. Okay, so when you see something happening and you're like, oh my God, I did that when I was young, she's gonna fill in the blank. No, 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 no. She's not you. These are different times. You have the tools to overcome any kind of emotional roots that hurt you. Okay, so your children are watching you learn and use these tools. If you talk to them about it, how to cope with things, and they don't end up having to do the same work, because you're developing the tools and they're growing up with the tools that you didn't. You're establishing those tools. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Something's not done yet. There's still a little bit of energy that in terms of resolving. Some of you guys may have to travel home. Some of you guys may feel like you have no one else. You have nothing left. You have no choices. You may be going home with nothing. Returning home. And I want to say the prodigal son returns also. I'm coming home. Protection. Well, people around you. Mercury in Virgo. Talking about the details. Okay, so some of you guys may be wanting to go home. Some of you guys may be booking a trip with a travel advisor. But you don't have the details worked out yet. It's just on your list of things to check off, things to do. The last card, the pathway, number 35. This is 8. This is about your legacy, okay? Your, like I was saying, your tools, your resources, your ability to cope, passing them on to your kids, because that is your legacy. Is for them not to have your legacy. Okay, so as much as you want that for them, you cannot treat them in the same way. So, you know, if your daughter's asking you, can I go spend the night over here, and the alarm bells are going off, give them that trust, unless they have abused it, right? Give them that trust. Let them go. Let them be independent and have a life. They're already being equipped with the proper tools to deal with. So you have to trust your child, or have to trust whoever it is. Okay, I am back. Okay, so the last card over here, number 27, unexpected income. So like your partner could give you something you didn't expect, or it equals 9. So it feels like it's within some kind of relationship or partnership. Could be kids. Could be like you're giving your kids $5. All right, here, take some money with you, or you need a couple bucks. A drop in the bucket. Unexpected income. And I want to say, I referred to this card as Trump changed before. So this is like an ease, a break, a way, an allowance, a permit, a yes. It's also a little bit of a reserve. A break in the continuum. Like, stop for a second, or you get to stop for a second. This unexpected income can also be like extra minutes, a rebate, a gift card, getting cash back. Not necessarily an exchange, but kind of like a refund. So the unexpected income may have been something that you overlooked, forgot about, or it's something minor. Like, you know, stuck my hand in my pocket and look at that, there's 20 bucks in there, you know, that kind of deal. Like, wow, I forgot about that. Cool. Little something something. So, you know, it's basically my little something something card. It's a small reserve that alleviates financial or energetic pressure. So it's pretty much like something, a trickling in, slow, small kind, as we would say here in Hawaii. It equals 9, so that's unconditional love. So that can be barato. Thank you for helping me out. So there's money greasing somebody's palms. There's money being exchanged. You're getting paid for something. You're getting paid nicely or handsomely. You're being rewarded for your efforts. Okay, 8 of Swords. And basically it's like, oh, thank you, no sweat. You may have felt guilty, and they may be like, no, take this, please. If you don't take it, I'll feel guilty. Okay, so it may be somebody offers you something, or it's like, you know, here, thank you so much for your trouble, and they want to give you 20 bucks, and you're like, oh, it's not necessarily, and they're like, no, you know what? Thank you. Here, thank you for your time. Okay, the final outcome. Toilet labor, wealthy man, bad health, and thief. I feel so beat up. I've been working so much. I'm not going to be able to take a break. So some of you guys, you may literally be out of work right now. For others, there's a reason that you're not able to go to work. It's like you have time on your hands. Toil and labor. So yeah, you could be on vacation. You could be on, there could be some kind of other reason you had to leave, like to tend to your mom or family business, or to deal with people, or help with natural disasters, or banker, investor, owner. Toil and labor. These are both, this is like Capricorn and Scorpio. Tycoon. I'm taking what they're giving because I'm working for a living. 38. Automatic. Every day, the thankless work, your sweat, your toil, your labor. So somebody might be getting a lot of work coming up. Okay, after a period of forced rest. You may not have been able to work either due to there was no work, or, you know, maybe the owners of the place where you work, they've been sick, so it's been shut down. Forced administrative leave. You could have been on leave for you know, a funeral, a birth, an operation, an accident. There's time away. You definitely spent time away, and you were kind of being forced to take it easy. So that would mean that initially you had financial constraints or financial limits because of that. So you did get a little drop in the bucket to make it easier just when you were starting to worry. 13, the wealthy man, the tycoon. You got money and time. Okay, baby, we can do it. Take the time to do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. SOS band. Baby, we can do it. Okay, SOS. Dun, 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 dun. Somebody is looking to establish something, or they're looking for an establishment, or they're marketing an establishment. Okay, like for me in my store, my establishment, my Four of Wands, my brick and mortar, where I work every day. I'm looking for a new love, baby, a new love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Looking for a new place to promote yourself or to have opportunities. Four of Wands, for some of you guys, you may be building this operation from the ground up. Four of Wands is an 11-11. It's completion. It's going after what you want because you love it. Doing what makes you feel peaceful, establishing yourself, an establishment, a foundation. Some of you guys could be a construction worker. Okay, so you're like construction worker. You could be a cement pourer. You could have been just laid off for a while. You know, holiday season, it's usually you don't have any work and you're about to go back to health. So yeah, this could have been laid off or laid up. Some of you guys are pouring foundation, cement. Some of you guys are building a house from the floor up. Some of you guys worked all through the holidays. A lot of Capricorn energy here. With Capricorn, you could have worked yourself into having to rest. Physical work. So you could be sore for some reason or another, or dealing with some health issues, or you could have been depressed or worried that you didn't have any work. So it feels like you're an independent contractor or an independent laborer, meaning you're self-made and you work for yourself. That's what you're trying to establish yourself as. Ailing health. For others, there is this overall loving energy. Lots and lots of sex. You might have spent the weekend in bed. Mentor of Cups, King of Cups, Justice reversed. Okay, no promises. I'm not sure if you guys are going to get married. It was strictly an affair. Okay, the fire, they're making me look at the fire with Pluto. It's intense, it's deep, it's magnetic, it's pure desire. Mentor of Cups would be nurturing and healing of our own feelings. So this almost feels like, oh, and sympathetic access, loving luxury or sensory pleasure. So somebody could have been like literally, you know, like I was saying earlier, banging like bunnies. Let's see. Like, I want to say mercilessly, like you, even if you had difficulty sleeping, they woke you up. This is very passionate, and it's a protective measure. With all this Capricorn energy, you've got to do something physical, but you need to think. Okay, so for some of you guys, with that full moon and Cancer energy coming in, this was making love. That was how you were, not only are you expressing love, it wasn't just sex, but it's also love. For some of you guys, it's not love, you're just fooling around, because there's no, you know, there's no marriage-minded conscious there. This is just deep, intense, sexy passion. You know, I did read you off the transit. So Venus and Pisces can have issues in the past. They've chosen people who did not give back, did not give them back the time that they gave to them. And some of you guys might be nurturing yourself after having to break up with this person, okay? You may not be interested in marriage. Yeah, this is a smoking hot affair. Justice is the truth. It's reversed though, so some of you guys may have had a problem realizing that it was just the sex. Okay, you may be beating yourself up that this relationship didn't work out, but it looks like it was purely sexual here. Okay, so there can be denial about that. Oh, actually, I'm done. I'm done. We're an hour and 15 minutes in. I'm going to try and make this less than 2 hours long. Try, I said. Don't know if I'll succeed. Try and try again. And that's also another phrase that's going to be prominent in the next couple days. Try and try again. Try and try again. Okay, not repeating the same mistakes. Oh, yeah, okay, so check it out, guys. Remember I was saying all those conjunctions with the number 22. Peace on earth, guys. Internal peace. Archangel Chamuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Okay, so that is what you tell yourself. This is a lesson that you're learning. They didn't love me. I didn't love them. You guys get so, you guys, excuse me, I'm not blaming, but, pointing to the collective, the general public, get really upset when there is a breakup, and you started the relationship off sexually because you were hoping for love, but love and sex are different things. Love enhances the sex. Okay? Only love is real. So that sex that you were having with this person that you were so attached to and that, your crotch was burning for, it wasn't real. It was purely sexual. There was no connection. There was no heart and emotional connection. It was only and purely a physical connection. You know what? You're too good for that. Okay? All right, guys. I love you. I will see you guys on Monday. Take care.